Guys, this might be the most important episode of this entire series. This is going to discuss what I call the 4 essentials to an exceptional self-tape. Okay, these are the 4 crucial elements that you must prepare for any scene if you are making a self-tape. What they are and why they're important after the jump. Hey guys, welcome back. And thank you for watching. This is Nothing But the Truth Acting, episode 4, I believe. Very exciting. So tonight's a very important episode. Over the past few episodes, we've been discussing what comprises a great self-tape, right? What it looks like, what the end result should look like. You should be comfortable. You should be grounded. You should be truthful in your performances. We talked about how important your first 20 seconds are in a self-tape because that's what casting directors are looking at first. It's their first impression of you, right? And they're making decisions quickly in those first 5 to 10 seconds. So you need to be on it, locked in. Actually, I don't like using locked in because you should be free in a scene, but whatever. You know what I mean? You're making clear, good, specific, bold choices is what I mean. But that's easier said than done. So this video is going to talk about exactly how you can get to those performances. And we're going to talk about what I call the 4 essentials for any acting scene ever. In theater, in film, television. Well, there's one of these aspects that actually pertains more to film and TV, but it applies to any acting scene. Okay? And here they are. The 4 essentials. The first one. What is my objective? Right? What is my action? Literally, what am I doing at the top of the scene or in the scene? You got to have that. That has to be crystal clear. Okay, that's basic. The second one. What is my mindset at the top of the scene? The MAT. I call it the MAT. Easy to remember, right? Mindset is basically a micro level way of how you're feeling. What's your mood? What's your demeanor? What's your disposition? Based on recent events that happened earlier in the day or the night or in the past, within 8 hours. What is your mindset going into this scene? The third, and this is more macro level, not micro level like the mindset. The third, very important. Where is my heart at the top of the scene? Heart at the top, H-A-T, the hat, I call it. How are you feeling emotionally about the people you're about to meet or about to encounter? How are you feeling about the place you're about to enter into? You must be specific and open and truthful in those emotions about who you're about to see. If it's your dying mother in a hospital, be clear about how you feel in that hospital and be clear about how you feel about her. That is crucial. So when you walk in, we can already tell your mindset. We can already tell emotionally what's going on. And it doesn't have to be blatantly on your face. I'm talking about have it internally there and ready. So that when the scene starts, it's clear. However you feel, whatever that is. So just a quick recap before we get to number 4. Number 1, what is my objective in the scene? What is my action? What am I doing? Right? Like, what is the goal of what I'm doing? If the scene is going to see my mother at the hospital and say goodbye, there it is. My objective is get to the hospital, see my mother, and say goodbye. It's heavy. Number 2, remember, what's your mindset? How are you feeling previous to the scene? It could be anything, guys. It could be, I was stuck in traffic, so I feel rushed or frustrated. Mindset, micro level. Third, where's your heart at the top of the scene. True, undeniable emotions about the people in the scene, your scene partner, or the specific place that you're about to enter into. And number 4, and this is my favorite, and something my coach taught me years ago, and it's changed my career. Number 4 is this. What are you looking for in your scene partner's eyes? I'm going to repeat that. What are you searching for, looking for in your scene partner's eyes? The 4th one, this last one, is amazing on many levels. For me, as a theater actor, when I first started acting, I was very high energy, but also scattered energy. My focus was kind of just up and out. It wasn't focused. It was focused towards one person, but it was also a little bit broad and not as sharp as it could have been. On camera, in film and TV, your stage is right here. So instead of going up and out, you need to be more down and in because it's a more intimate medium. You're talking to someone who's probably 2 to 3 feet away from you. So in that medium, searching for what you want in someone's eyes makes you look pro. It just grounds you. It grounds your actions, your movements sometimes. It's almost like an anchor. I'm not asking you to stare at the scene partner, into their eyes the whole time. That's not real. No one does that. But it's a good thing to keep in mind that in these scenes, when you're looking, you're trying to get something from them, look for it into their eyes, because it's like an almost automatic cinematic win when you do that. The camera will be able to look into your eyes, searching for what you want in their eyes, and it will look beautiful. So I call those the 4 essentials. What is my action? Mindset at the top, the mat, the 3rd, heart at the top, the hat, and then the 4th. What are you looking for in your scene partner's eyes? These are the 4 essentials for a scene. That doesn't mean that you're done. There's a whole bunch of questions. My coach had 21 questions you were supposed to answer before you do a scene. But I'm calling these the 4 essentials because these are the 4 bare minimums. If you do these, you could get by. Now, how deep you go in the choices with these 4 things can really determine how good your scene's going to be. How far you go with yourself emotionally with these things, especially the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. The first one's, that's pretty set. In the story, the circumstances, if someone's coming in to go to the hospital to see his mother, you can't really change that. You can't go deeper than with that action. But the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you can really make deep, compelling choices there. And any nuance could change the scene. It's the beautiful thing about acting is that it's an interpretation of how you see the world, of how you see humanity. So try it. Try these 4 things. If it helps you, let us know. Put it in the comments. But on your next tape, use these 4 essentials. I sometimes call them the 4 pillars, but I think essentials is better because it's the bare minimum, guys. You got to know what you're doing. You should have some sort of mindset because humans do. You should have your heart involved because humans do. And the 4th one, looking for what you want or searching for what you want in your scene partner's eyes, is really going to make you pop on camera. All right. Good stuff. This was a good one. Anyway, enjoy. Happy taping. And like and subscribe, and also share this with someone who you think this could help. Someone's struggling with their tapes, they're not getting connected, they're feeling lost. Share it with them. Let them know. And let me know if it works for you, because it's worked for other actors I've worked with. So, and in my own work, it's been literally essential. No pun intended, or whatever. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good night.